And nobody's gonna watch that.
Going live on YouTube.
Nobody's gonna watch that. Fucking Vulcan's big head.
We gotta get this thing going too.
Oh, what are we doing here?
Well, this is something went wrong.
Well, you would think after I don't know how many episodes this. What is this? 6, 7, 12,
I have to look back.
102.
Well,
9.
I think unless you have a setup, you're setting up every time.
Oh yeah, we're setting up every time. And we're not any good at it. And Mike's.
Come on, why?
Well, hey,
We're on
YouTube. I'm glad that 100. Oh, look at that, 3,000 people already watching. 42 seconds in.
I'm not.
It's not.
The internet must be tired, people.
It's fucking zero. Just like last week. How many people did you have last week? We had one. And then that person was like, "Yeah, I can't do it." Yeah, I'm out.
We're gonna go
So,
live.
We're trying to go live.
Not watched last week,
Did you? Because I wasn't here.
mostly.
That's why I watched it. Got to see Mike in his sweater tank top.
Going live video. Wait, we're here. We're here. Oh yeah, there we go. Look, there's the dirtbag runner. He's here today. He decided to show up.
I did decide to show up.
Yeah. Look, I think the internet's tired. Everybody's been on the
turn
internet.
that so it gets closer like you did last time, or is that how you?
This one?
Yeah.
We are not.
People can't see us.
I can see you.
You can see me, man.
Man, look, the beard. Got it.
Yeah.
The beard.
You know, after seeing myself on 2 screens, I finally figured out why I don't look very good in pictures.
Finally?
You know what it
Do
is?
you not have a mirror at home?
Yeah, it's my face. Yeah, I just picked up on that.
You can't help it, can you?
No,
Yeah.
no. I try not to look in mirrors at home.
All right. Well, welcome to Sunday Smoke. Just a friendly reminder, Sunday Smoke is called Sunday Smoke because we have the smoker going in the background for meal prep on my end. Mike from House Family Fitness. Gym is open, even though the COVID maybe not be over. We might touch on that a little bit.
Yeah, we have to touch on that.
So I do one-on-one training, small group training. I'll even do virtual training. I even come to you. And the cohort today is back because he's not playing on the river or the lake.
The lake.
The lake. And he is
Me, your local dirtbag trail runner,
Yeah.
DC.
DC.
And studio audience today. We
Studio
have,
audience. We have a special guest. You know, Iron Jack is not here today, so we have a fill-in
Freight train.
freight train.
Woo!
Yes.
That's
Who
Freight Train.
completed the 50K yesterday in the Suffer Fest out at Shoal Creek with David Tosh, Southeastern Trail Runs, Run for Kids. Went off yesterday. I don't think anybody died, did they? Did they die? No
Not
death?
while I was there.
No, yeah.
Okay.
So-
Yeah. And I haven't seen anything on the old interwebs that somebody died.
Yeah.
So how was that, Freight? How was the what route did he do? Because we all did a
I'm going something.
the pool. Kid is staying.
Uh,
She's going to the pool.
Mama's going to the pool. All right.
So
Peace out.
We had all been there and run before,
We did the virtual Lake Martin.
right? But
The
we
first-
just ran.
The first COVID run.
Yeah, first COVID run, and we just ran aimlessly across that park. I'm pretty sure David didn't have y'all do that. What route did he have?
We went.
Did you start pretty much where we started, parking lot?
Started at the parking lot and went
Yeah, you went
counterclockwise, right?
Yeah,
correct.
started the parking lot counterclockwise. You ran into the woods,
Okay, so over the bridge, and then kind of made that first ride into the woods.
over the bridge, into the woods. It wasn't the first right, but yeah, into the woods, and went on the trails, the mountain bike trails a good bit,
Mm-hmm.
and ran through that for a while. And then you came out of the woods, and you're in the bright sunlight, and you're like, "Oh God, when is this going to stop?" All day long.
When
And
the
then,
sun goes down is when it's going to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I actually went back into the woods for a little bit and came out, and really it wasn't as exposed as I thought it would be.
He kept you pretty. I'm pretty sure that little tunnel that's out in the center. He probably
Did
ran
y'all
you
run
through
down the
that.
tree tunnel down the fence line or no?
Yeah.
It was
yeah.
covered and you ran right down the fence line and turned around and came back before you went over to the across the road.
No, we went down. We went down one side of the fence line and crossed to the other side of the fence line. So
Yeah.
the shady parts of that changed throughout the day.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I mean, there's some places where you just have to be out in the middle.
Right. But it wasn't bad. I saw there's a pretty good bit of people there.
It worked out. Yeah,
Pretty
I think
good bit of people.
as usual,
fun.
successful. Yeah,
Good,
because
good,
David
good,
and Mary
good.
Jo do such a great job.
They do.
I mean, they really
love
do.
them to death.
It was fantastic.
And shout out again to Shoal Creek for allowing, another race to be able to happen when, we didn't think we was going to be able to. So
Yeah, he raised a good bit of money, didn't he? I don't know. I thought he posted the number. I don't want to lie to you, but yeah, it worked out well.
Yeah. So, well, it's good. You enjoyed it?
The 50K I've been in.
The fastest 50K so far, right? So far.
Yeah,
Time-wise.
I actually got 5 PRs yesterday.
What'd you finish it in?
It was 8.5.
8.5.
Hell yeah. Out there, that ain't no joke. A lot of snakes this time or no?
I didn't see them, but I never see them.
Oh,
I never see snakes. It's the people behind me that go, "Oh, you almost stepped on a snake." Did I?
okay.
Thanks for the warning. Good.
All right.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad they got to put that off.
So it was a good tolerance test though yesterday, right? Because you did 50K before.
Yeah.
So like, if it was your first 50K, think back. What would have you been thinking? Being exposed, it being flat. Everybody thinks flat's easy. Flat's actually terrible. Flat is terrible.
It was miserable.
Yes, because
And
you're
on
just
and
getting
on
the
that
cadence.
That grass sucks energy out of you.
Yes.
And so, but yeah, if it had been my first one, I would have thought, nah, it's not worth it. But seeing as but because I'd done it before, I was like, no, yeah, this is okay.
Yeah, because when we did the one run, just the virtual, you did a 50K that day, didn't you? 33 or something like that. So
He did. Yeah.
good.
That was the Beard's first ultra, actually.
And yes, it was the Beard's first ultra that day.
Yes.
Absolutely, it was. Because you went back out to get the next 2 miles or whatever.
Yeah.
To finish it off.
Yeah, I had to do. Yeah, I don't remember. It was. I came in at a marathon and I went out for another 5.
Yeah,
because
just finish it off. You wouldn't. Yeah,
everything. I sat down for a little bit, had an adult beverage.
Well, I didn't know you drank.
Yes. Look. Sponsorship opportunity. Good people, IPA. Great people. Drink good beer.
Speaking of drinking, very smart of you to have left on Friday.
That's what I hear.
Mm-hmm.
Did not bode well for.
Yeah,
any
DC
of
had
the
a
rest of us.
rough day Saturday. Yep, I kept him up too late Saturday night or Friday night.
I don't know. I don't know what night it was, but I did not enjoy
yesterday at all.
Not
Saturday was painful.
Horrific.
A little overconsumption.
I
It
don't
happens.
think so. I told the heat cutting with all the
Heat,
chainsaw.
we did a lot of work. We did cut a lot.
We did get a lot of work done. I was very surprised how much of that stuff, all that wood that was cleaned up, everything that was cut, got all our fingers and stuff after the chainsaw.
And climbing trees and ladders and hanging off things to cut. Yeah.
Yeah, that one didn't bother me because I knew that limb was going to pop, but when it did, though,
it was exciting.
It still was exciting. I knew exactly what it was going to do, but when it goes pow, and it came over and it was that big around, I was like,
look, that's using your fitness.
Yeah.
I say that on my Facebook stuff. Use your fitness. We used our fitness yesterday.
We did.
To climb the tree, to cut. Yes, because that's why we work out. We don't work out to get better at the gym.
Everything was a lot easier doing that. And I was very surprised when Fred and I were unloading that trailer. There was some of that pecan cut down was 20 inches, 22 inches across, if not maybe 24.
Yeah.
And we were able to pick those up and move them.
Dead,
and I was
clean,
and throw them into the massive fire.
I even brought that up to Freight. It's like I was picking up one of the longer pieces. I was like, oh, clean, press. Yes. So that's why we grab a barbell.
Right.
It's not to get better at the barbell. It's so we can do what we need to do in life.
That's right.
Exactly. I mean, you don't know what you're training for.
Yes.
But it's important to train.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to go out and say the known and unknowable because that's like taboo right now because all the jibber jabber going on in the CrossFit world.
Yeah.
Yes. Which we're not going to touch on because it's a touchy subject.
You know what? Why don't we touch on this though?
Oh, here we go.
If people are smart enough, and I'm not saying all of them are.
Wait, okay, let me preface this. People are not smart. A person is smart.
No, a person is smart. People are dumb.
Stupid.
Yes. Person is smart. People are dumb. I'm fully on board with that. But I'm not going to give my thoughts on the whole thing. I'll just tell you as a broad, I don't understand how people have to open their mouth and stupidity come forth. Whether you think it's a funny joke that some people have made, whether you actually are saying it, do people not think? Let me just process before I use my status. Now, my status, the platform we have, I'm going to piss off about 2.5 people.
2.5?
2.5. That's the average. Just because one person, you know what I mean, that I'm going to piss off, they're going to get pissed, but only when other people are around. If they'd have been by themselves, they'd have been laughing at it. So that's why I call it 2.5.
Well, is it the social media is the devil kind of thing? Because everybody is like, they don't care. They're tough. They're big. They're bad when they're typing on their phone device or computer. Because now if they have to like discuss like me and you, I'm not as tough and big and bad about my opinions. But when I'm sitting in my den or my basement or my parents' basement,
in your controlled environment, yes you are that. I'm leaning more towards individuals that have a large platform.
Okay.
And that can do a lot of good, or that have the platform to
have a lot of
get
lookers,
people to listen and all that. Like a certain individual in the fitness world said something that was
terrible.
Yeah, it was, there's no other best word to describe it. Absolutely
terrible. But he's a dumbass.
Well, absolutely.
He's a prick, but you can be a prick and a dumbass. You can. But so that cost him his livelihood.
It absolutely cost him his livelihood.
But should it? If he's producing a product that people get benefit out of, it's a great product, but this guy is a DA. When somebody's a DA. Now I want y'all to help me say this the right way, and I don't mean. And we're impressed with it. We're just talking about this because it's out in the open. So it's off the cuff. We have no skeleton plan today. So
right.
This
we're
is
just all off the cuff
today. The whole thing, we usually do try to plan a little bit, but today, look, I have like 3 words written on my little notebook. And we're just going for it.
In that order. What are we talking about today? Fuck.
Language.
Oh, language. That's right.
So I mean, but
okay, so trying to think of the best way to look at this. Everyone has a view.
This is another. I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt you. I like to interrupt a lot. I know that.
He cuts me off.
Yes. Just say it, and don't worry about people like, oh my god, I can't believe you said that. Oh no, we're just talking.
Oh, that's right, and people can't believe it. So
yeah,
I personally don't believe just because a certain individual has said something or done something. Now, if that individual is doing physical harm or, hurting folks, breaking the law, which is
yes,
yes, that person does not need to be running a business. But if they just pop off at the mouth, I don't think that you should crucify them for everything. I do think that they need to be told that is dumb.
That's unacceptable.
That is unacceptable. And individuals that are 100% against that will not give you any more of their money. So when you say a dumb response, and it's something that I truly believe, I cannot, knowing this, give you any more of my money. But because I know for a fact, my money goes to Miller Lite, it goes to whatever, and I don't know what their true beliefs are. They've never said anything.
Or the guy that's actually making it or putting it
Do
in
I
the can.
right? But it's,
What's the difference?
but if Miller Lite came out as a whole and said, "This is where we stand," and I'm vehemently against that, well, guess what? I just changed beer brands.
Well, here's the thing, though. I mean, like people's gut reaction is to cancel first. It's like,
Yes.
you said this, I don't believe that. I'm not having anything to do with you. You know. So he said that, and people are disassociating themselves from CrossFit. But the thing is, he is not CrossFit's one employee.
Correct.
A lot of people,
And
a lot of good people, are going to lose their livelihood
Because of his fucking mouth.
Well,
and it could be just a fleeting, stupid
but
thing
they're going to lose their livelihood for no reason.
for no
Right,
reason.
they are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are. And so
It's like people that
I
burn jerseys and burn stuff because they don't believe in somebody. I mean, like, what does that prove? Nothing.
I never understood that either.
Yes.
I've never understood how I'm buying a
COVID.
jersey.
COVID.
Um,
COVID. Oh, Harvey.
I'm buying a jersey with so and so's name on it. Yep. And so said something I don't agree, and I'm burning his jersey. You should have just set that $70 that you just bought that jersey with. You should have just wiped your ass when it set it on fire. There's no difference in my
There's no
mind.
difference. Yeah.
None at all.
But everybody has to be in vogue, or I don't know. I don't know how to word that correctly, because
So-
it proves nothing.
It doesn't prove anything. Now I will.
Now, I mean,
and there's no forgiveness. I mean,
no forgiveness. Exactly. He made
nobody
a weak
has an
moment.
opportunity to go. You know what? I've been educated, and I was wrong. I'm sorry.
And nobody gives time for forgiveness. And I'll do the other side of the coin. I'll do
Yeah,
the,
we're live. Yes, we're live. We got somebody dropping a vehicle off. Yes. We got Harvey Busa.
so.
Yeah.
Only,
Come show your face. Come on, show your face. Look.
there we go.
Yeah, I'll call you.
Mm.
Be good. Be careful.
So
You look sexy.
on the opposite side of that coin, Do y'all
what's the
think
opposite side of that?
the opposite side of that coin, do you think the pressures coming from social media has
Yes.
made individuals absolutely look at
Yes.
their beliefs and what they post online and made themselves, have made them educate a little bit? Like I have, I don't trust anything, and this is not a jab at any social media platform. If I see something on that platform that is news, or I will go dig before I will not go, I can't believe this happened, and send it off.
Blindly believe just
Will
because it's
not
posted.
do it.
I
It
don't
has
do that
made
on.
me way better at educating, and it's opened my eyes to a whole lot of stuff.
Yes.
So I do think on that side of it, it has made some people that didn't normally do that
Yeah, but
do that.
I've discussed this with a lot of people, maybe you and everybody else. Like, social media is the death of our society, I believe. Because, I don't know, people see it on social media and they get a knee-jerk reaction and they believe that's it, period. Because somebody has diarrhea of the mouth one time, or they make a bad mistake, and then they get educated, but they are scorned or burnt for doing one dumb thing. Have you ever done anything dumb?
Since
This
Friday,
guy-
no.
this guy
No, yeah,
has done
since
some
Friday,
dumb
I don't
things.
think so. I think
Yeah.
Friday was my last.
We all have weak moments, but should we crucify you? It's like, hey, should we go, hey man, you sure? I mean, and if you are, it's like, all right, man, still love you, but wow,
Yeah, we
Again,
don't see eye to eye on that.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird thing that everybody's getting so divisive, because if you don't believe what I believe, and I have to post it on social media or Twitter or what's your social media or Facebook, I don't know. We have to hate each other? No, because I'll give you a personal experience. All right, I have someone I deal with. All right, I have a true faith. I mean, I am a true Christian. I have true faith. All right, I have a person that I deal with. We have great conversations. We do all this stuff. Well, he told me one day last week he did not believe in God. Okay, well, I'm not going to quit talking to him. I'm not going to quit having great discussions. We don't see eye to eye on that. I still love him because he is a human.
Right. I mean, and that's the thing is, and that's part of your belief system.
It's like
you love him regardless.
Yes, you could be the biggest bigot. I'm not saying that Freight's a bigot or racist or anything, but he could be. or DC could be. I could be. But that doesn't mean I can't talk to you, can't still do business with you, because that's what you believe, and we don't have to be hateful. That's what's great about our country. That's what's great.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It will work its way out in the end.
As long as he's not a bigot enough to infringe on DC's rights or on my rights.
When you start infringing on other people's rights,
Yes.
then that's when I believe that.
Yeah.
But if you just want to say some dumb shit,
it's like, hey man, well, you're a dumbass. Okay, whatever.
that's kind of a touchy subject for all of us.
What, dumbass?
It is for me. But I have not been a dumbass since Friday, so.
I don't know if that was point taken. Weak moment. Yes.
It was terrible.
Somebody decided to go buy something else that we didn't need. I didn't buy it. Well,
You did
I
too.
bought it. I sent
Yeah.
somebody to buy
Baby
it.
girl went and bought it, but
Yes. And then,
yeah.
So, a little overconsumption, and such is
Yeah.
life.
It's
But
terrible.
look, bad decision. So now I'm not going to buy from quote unquote company because quote unquote somebody made a bad decision. No, I don't think so.
No.
So,
Yeah, like I said, I just wanted to think. I guess it's been weighing on my mind a lot because we have a lot of people in our community, in the trail running community and the fitness community,
Mhm.
right? A lot of people that I love with all my heart. Y'all know I don't hate anyone, and if I do not like you, there's got to be a reason why. You know what I mean? I find it very hard for me just to, you know what I mean? But y'all know me. If I say fuck that guy, I mean it with all my heart and soul.
Can I
Go
ahead?
Of course you can cut me off. This
Yeah,
is
it's
what fucking
just-
Sunday Smoke's all about.
Always. I do realize that. Watching back, I do realize I'm like, you say that like somebody gets under your skin, but then the next time you see him, you're still like, hey man, what's up, man? And it's like, yes.
I'm always cordial with people.
Always.
It takes way too much. When I work with a guy, him and I have been out of town working together a few times. We go into restaurants, wherever we're going, I always speak to people. And he's like, man, you're nice. I said, because it doesn't cost me anything to go, hey man, how you doing? That may have been the best. That may have been your first and best interaction all day long. Hey,
true.
wow, thank you. I'm doing great. Okay, hope you have a great day. And you move on with your life. Didn't cost you nothing. Didn't do anything. So I don't care if I personally tell you guys, or y'all know where I stand. But if I see that person in public, I'm not going to be, hey, how you doing, man? I'm doing good.
Good.
How you doing?
Yeah. Good evening.
Period.
Good morning.
It's easy. It's just easy. So that's why this has kind of been on my mind, because there's so much
stuff going on.
so
everywhere.
much
everywhere.
turmoil everywhere, and I just want to try to throw that out there of, man, let's just
Well, it's like I said,
y'all, hey, you know what? Come out to Wednesday nights, bring some beer. Let's all start eating cake and running together. Jonathan Croy, cake, strawberry. Don't
strawberry
let them.
cake,
Yeah, don't let them.
or the peach cake I've heard about.
Well, I heard it's good, but
but still,
I don't know. I've never had it, so I am kind of judging the
I've
cake.
never had it.
I've tasted
I've
the
heard.
strawberry, and it is.
I've heard.
Remember when your daughter was born and you kissed her for the first time?
Yeah.
The first time I had that strawberry cake was just like that.
Was
It was just like that.
She grabbed your little hand, grabbed your fingers.
Oh yeah, the strawberry cake
it's on
reaches
now.
up and was like, you're like, oh my god. So good when it touches your lips.
Strawberry cake is just like that.
Not trying to call out Jonathan Corey or anything. I mean, I don't want to call anybody's name Jonathan Corey, but you know,
Yeah, well, no, we don't want to bring Jonathan Corey's name up.
Danny,
so-
come on, Danny.
Yeah, Danny.
Yeah, I think Danny's actually makes the cakes. And
Mhm.
Jonathan just delivers because I mean,
I don't
Jonathan
know.
probably can cook.
He can cook.
I think Danny's the guy.
I hope so. Anyway, Wednesday.
Mhm.
So want to see everybody out. I have truly have, and I'm gonna put this back out there. I've truly missed everybody on Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
I really, really have.
Hey,
We
look,
had some
This
some
guy that sponsors it might even be there this Wednesday.
God, I
What?
hope so.
Because I'm getting stuff done over at the house, Dad's house. I got a lot of stuff going on, but hopefully, I'll have a week where I'm supposed to stay away from the house because we're doing the estate sale. So maybe I'll get back to normalcy.
I hope so. Yeah.
Maybe.
It's been- yeah,
Maybe.
We'll see. We'll see. We're all here to help.
Yeah.
But that's why I kind of brought that up and everything. And, and with that, definitely want your input on this because
Oh,
you
dear.
have done, he has done way more actual research than I have.
What?
Ooh.
You got a deer in the
you've
headlight
actually
looked at
read
it.
more and all that. When I bring it up, you'll be like, yeah, I'm smarter than you on that subject. Small words.
Yes, small words.
Small words.
It.
Shit. We are as a country, especially as a state, with everything coming back, economy opening back up, the things that we have had, the COVID cases are spiking. Depending on what media source you read, between 800 and 1,000 in one day. Montgomery County is now the highest there is.
Okay.
And
Wait, can I qualify that number? Because my wife pointed out to me that when they say 800 in a day, those are your rapid response tests plus the tests that take 3 or 4 days.
So it's more than one test. It's not one test day.
It's not.
It's
that's not-
reported for one day.
reported.
Yeah,
in
it
one
was,
day.
It was somewhere between Thursday before and Monday.
Okay.
They reported everything on Tuesday. That all gets reported at the same time. It's still 800,
Yeah.
but it's I mean that number is not 800 overnight necessarily.
Okay.
Yes.
Now
I mean,
see,
yeah.
when,
That's
and
why you have
when-
to educate. You can't just like
Right,
blindly
that's
look
what, that's
at
right.
social
You can't
media
blindly look and all,
or news source, this news source. It's just like you have to do your own research.
you have to
Yeah,
absolutely
digest it
but
yourself.
it's still a big number.
It's a huge
Yes,
number.
yes.
Now we were discussing earlier. My opinion is I think we're starting to get mental fatigue.
Absolutely.
We are just been
So tired.
bombarded. This 2020, and I know everybody sees the memes, but 2020 it's an unprecedented year. We are all living through stuff that nobody knows what to do.
Yeah.
With all the stuff that's coming down, and I think you're 6 months into the year now. This really started in
Yep.
February, in
Yep.
March, and so you're going on months and months
Right.
of that. That's all you hear. That's all you hear. That's all you hear. And I look at it as you start becoming tone deaf.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what it's turned into, what the first wave turned into was 3 months of Hurricane Ivan. Because everybody looks at Katrina killing all those people, but Katrina would not have been the problem it was if people had taken it more seriously. But when Ivan came through, Ivan hit as a Category 5, and Ivan did some damage. But people were ready for Ivan. They boarded everything up. They left town, and it blew ashore as a Category 5. Not that big a deal, really.
In the big scheme of things.
So when Katrina was hitting New Orleans as a Category 4, people went,
Oh, it's just a 4.
Ivan, Ivan was a 5. This is a 4. That's like one better. Like they know what that scale means anyway.
Yeah.
This is one better. And so they weren't as concerned about Katrina, and that's what got people. That's why people, they didn't evacuate. They weren't prepared.
Yeah, I love that analogy, and I will. Makes me think when I still lived down in Panhandle, Florida, back in the '96, I believe. Hurricane Opal came through.
Yeah, I remember Opal.
Okay.
Yep.
Now
Came
Opal,
fast. Yeah, it was
Opal
yeah.
blew up, boom, and here it comes. Now she was only a Category 3 when she hit land, but she bought like a 22-foot storm surge with her.
It was going fast. I remember I lived in
So
Auburn.
yeah, so 22-foot storm surge. It took, if anybody's familiar with Okaloosa Island of Destin Highway, you come across over in Okaloosa Island, then there's Highway 98, and it is literally it's sand with a couple pieces of pavement across it that go into Destin. And there was these huge sand dunes all on the Gulf side. It was great, and that came in and took that entire road, sand dunes, the Officers Beach Club from the base, it gone.
Yeah.
And nobody thought that either because of she was only 118 mile an hour winds or something like that.
Only.
But you start looking, you know what I mean? You're like,
It's like the COVID thing. Yeah, everybody's getting callous to the fact. But is it as bad as we thought it was going to be? No. Really? I mean,
well, for us, it's not. Like,
it's us because we live in Shelby County. You know, there's 550 cases in Shelby County.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's because you live in Shelby County. That doesn't mean you didn't get it in Jefferson County, St. Clair, Bibb, or whatever.
Right,
That's where
you
live.
get it in your travels. That's right.
Yeah. So there's 220,000 people in Shelby County. So that's less than 1/2% of people that got it. And they're saying, well, it's spiking. What's it going to spike to? 0.6%? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we don't know.
We don't know.
So,
but see, that's exactly what I'm talking about, though. Is because you're saying it hadn't been that bad. It's less than 0.5%, but that's because we've been. I mean, part of that. I mean, you got to think is it was less than 0.5%, but we have made a lot of changes to the way we live.
We have.
And that's what I'm worried about. Is people are going to go, never mind.
People are they get dumb. They get tired.
We're gonna get Katrina.
Yes, people get tired. It's like, we've done this for 2 months.
That's what I say.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Fatigue. Yeah.
So,
When you're not seeing people, you're not living what they are in New York and New Jersey and New Orleans. When it's you're not knowing when it's somebody knows somebody that's got it.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody.
I don't know anybody yet.
I do.
Like, I take that back. I know 2 people that got it in New Orleans personally, but like truly personally know anybody. That's the 2 people I know. I know people that got tested because they thought they had it. Negative. So,
Yeah. But
granted, I don't have this like big expanse of people, but
Yeah,
I do know a lot of people because I'm running for mayor of Twin Lakes.
I know that. I know
Yeah,
that.
I mean-
can't wait to get back there.
Yeah, I have been tested, but not because I thought I had it, but because I gave blood. And if you give blood to Lifestyle,
They did test you, right?
They
Yeah.
do, and it's up the nose, right?
no, they test my blood.
Oh, they don't have to do the
They
swab
don't
that I
swab
saw.
the back of your skull.
No.
Yeah, that looked.
It's like a flu test. Have you ever had the flu test done before? Like when you
Yeah, well,
Not
I've
when
had it
they're
done.
checking my colon through my back of my
Yes.
my nasal cavity. I don't think I've had that.
3, 4, 5 years ago, whatever it was, and like I felt like I'd been run over by my truck. I'm like, well, maybe it's the flu because the flu was going around then. I'm like, okay, flu test. She comes out, she has the swab. I'm like, huh. And she didn't give me an idea that she was going to take that swab and like rub the back of my skull with it.
and there you go with your pants.
It's
around
like-
your ankles.
It's like, yeah.
Wait a minute.
Just relax, sir.
That's on me. That's my bad. Yeah,
My bad,
I didn't
yeah.
realize. I'll just go ahead and pull these up. Oh, poor little ladybug got its wings or something all.
I don't think that's a ladybug, buddy.
That's a ladybug.
That's a male.
And that's what it's dragging its wing on me.
But yeah, they did
Yeah.
sure enough do a blood test. But I donated on Sunday, and I got my test results on Friday. So that's what I was talking about. It wasn't one of those rapid response tests. It was
Yeah, because if
it
you
took
get
5
tested
days.
Monday
Right.
and then somebody gets tested Tuesday, we have these 2 days come in Friday. It's like, well, Friday we had a big jump.
Yeah.
It was because we had 2 or 3 days of tests come in at one
Right,
time.
right. That's
and
why
more people are getting tested too.
more people are, but it's
Because you can
still
get tested without symptoms now.
You're right. You can, and I know that's
So,
going to bring the
It's
case.
going to bring the numbers
It's going to
up.
bring them up, and they're not specifying. Because I still don't.
Hospitalizations, yeah.
They're not specifying. I don't still am not real good about are they positive for the virus, but are they asymptomatic? Which, from the stuff I'm reading, means they're not going to give it to anybody.
That's changed a little bit.
Right.
That changed a little bit. They first came out with that article saying asymptomatic.
Really won't give it to
very
other.
rare. It was a
Now they're
test on the
saying
Navy
it
ship.
will.
Now they've kind of backed off that a little bit because this is the thing. We don't know. It's so new. We don't know, and it changes all the time.
And it's
So if you hear
virus,
something
virus
Monday,
Wednesday.
don't take it like that's the rule because
Yeah.
Wednesday is going to change.
It'll be different.
Because we're getting smarter somehow. Maybe.
I bet we are. I mean,
I'm
I'm-
actually going to back that off. We're not getting smarter.
I hope we are, man. And
Is it people?
yeah.
No, what I'm dreading is that when they finally do get a COVID vaccine, then it's gonna be like the flu vaccine because I'll say, because I'll get a flu shot and I'll ask people, hey, did you get your flu shot? No. Every time I get the flu shot, I get the flu. So it's gonna be every time I get a COVID shot, I get the COVID.
It's actually it's not the COVID, it's the COVID.
The COVID.
The COVID because it
The.
sounds more impressive to me to go the COVID.
That's right.
Yes.
All right. I don't get a flu shot. You get a flu shot?
Every year.
Do you? I do
I
not.
don't.
Do it.
I
I
mean,
don't.
it's not that I don't believe in it. I just don't.
I
I
just-
mean,
yeah.
I don't.
Folks in my house go to 3 different schools and 3 different school systems. I get the damn flu shot.
And if you do get the flu shot, it's the best guess.
Yeah.
It's the best guess. And if you do get the flu, it decreases the symptoms.
Oh yeah.
It's not saying you're not going to get the flu.
No, it never. They've never said that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
got a flu shot and the flu this year.
Yeah.
But the thing is
Look
I mean,
at
it wasn't
you.
bad.
Yeah.
I mean, my
Yeah.
flu wasn't bad. I was out for a couple days.
Yeah. See, I just don't.
Because I've had the flu 2 times in my life. Once in high school and once probably right out of college. Out of college, I thought I was going to die. I mean, yes, because that was. I mean, people are like, oh, I had the flu this weekend. I don't think you had the flu this weekend because if you really had the flu, you wouldn't be here today. Yes.
Yeah.
Because yeah. Oh, we got questions? No.
No, I didn't
Yeah.
see any.
We got 5 eyes.
We do have 5 eyes. We had 8 at one time, and 3 people were like, "This is fucking retarded," and then they bailed on us.
Language.
No, this is fucking retarded.
No.
This is fucking
Special.
juvenile.
Special.
Oh, special. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, come on, man.
I don't know. I don't
You
mean
see,
to
look,
offend. I don't
then
mean
he's
to
going-
offend anybody,
he's
but
going
it's
to-
just one of those things that
See,
I'll say
if
it
you
doesn't.
know-
I don't. It doesn't bother me, so I assume it doesn't bother.
This is a
others.
perfect example. If
There
he
you
had to put that on social media
That's
and
going
he
a
was
long
the
way in there.
CEO of a company, they would fire him. They would fire you for
It's
saying
my company, bitch. You ain't firing me. I'll shut this motherfucker down. You all be homeless.
Yeah.
I mean,
See, and there you go again. Now you're picking on the homeless. See, that's how sensitive everybody's getting. That's what kills me. You know, because
I-
he,
and I-
because
I
he
look
wants to
at
say
actions.
ugly words and say stupid things. That doesn't mean I was like, okay, well, I'm
Hey.
not going to buy that truck now because he worked on that truck. He put that door on that truck.
Oh, we were talking about this, and I've said it numerous times. Y'all can go back on episode 2769. I don't know what
BR 549. Oh,
that a lot of times I say stuff just to get a
Get
rise
the
out
shock
of it,
factor.
just to get the
Yes.
shock factor and go. I really don't believe that. So let's just move on.
I agree with you. I mean, I tell people a lot of times I go in the morning time. I was like, "Good evening." If I get somebody that goes, "Hey, you're listening," you don't know how many people. I go, "Good evening." Huh, what's up? And they go, give the head nod, whatever. They're not listening to me because it's 8 a.m. Good evening.
Yeah,
Oh,
most people,
hey, yeah, you're paying
yeah,
attention.
most people are just programmed. Good evening, good morning, and they don't even. Yeah, they just heard good, and their brain automatically filled in the rest
Mhm.
of it for you.
Mhm.
So.
That's me being a goob though.
I can see that, you being a goob.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
One big goob. Yep.
Yep.
Big deck.
So, needle pulling thread. It's the first time I've said it today, though. I've been pretty
No, it's
mindful.
actually not.
It's not.
No.
I am trying.
Well, we'll have to
I
replay and watch.
really am trying to be mindful. I
before-
was saying it.
I said it last week when you weren't here. I said, okay, so, dang, the needle pulling thread. He's not even here.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
Come in.
vibrate. Fuck. We are live.
Language.
We are current.
That's awesome. I heard you say that just now.
Who did?
Mm.
It was Morgan.
Oh, I got a message too. It said, I don't know what it was. Hi.
Hi. So besides the mental fatigue, do you have any plans, Mike? Right? Do you guys have
Plans.
any plans moving forward if cases do start to rise? How y'all can adjust?
For is what the gym.
Well, this is my concern, and I've told you my concern is small business owners like you, Danny, Jack, these individuals that have small businesses. They employ folks, that's their livelihood. And if we go into something like that and they can no longer,
if I had to shut down again.
if we had to shut down, do y'all think about that kind of stuff? Or do you think we're to the point now where people are realizing we've got to keep moving forward?
Okay, but what I'm thinking though is the rest of that Katrina analogy is that if they said we need to shut down again, they said we need to evacuate New Orleans. Did people? No.
Well, you've got to like that young lady in Houston that stood her ground. I can shut my hair salon down permanently, and I have no income to feed my children and to pay my house.
Yeah.
Or I go in and I go, everybody wears a mask and I sterilize, and you let me run my business, and I still have
The best options you have,
right,
best
and I
education
still
you have
generate
now.
income.
Yeah.
And they said no, shut down.
See, that's a very touchy subject. to
It
me.
is an absolutely very tough subject because
how can they? We need a government, but it can tell you. So like, you work. Your business needs to work because you work with a manufacturer to do something. So you can go make all the money you can. But me over here, well, no, we can't have this because you're going to have a small population close together. But it's okay for you to be in your small population to go together. That's very touchy for me because that's way too much control for as Big Brother, not Big Brother. Probably that's a bad thing.
just say, way
it's
too
just
much
like,
control
too much
on
control.
other
It's
people.
like, why can you pick and choose? If you're going to shut it down, it's like, hey, look, everybody, stay at home 30 days. Everybody, you don't owe anybody anything. Power companies, let power go, let water go, But then you get to the point, it's like, well, you get food. What? People to go overboard and just grab everything they can because, hey, it's free.
Did that.
But it's free. No, it's like, no, go get your essentials.
But people don't respond.
But people don't
way.
respond that way. People don't think that way because more is better. We live in the United States.
Yeah, people don't think that way at all.
So, but you can't just you can't put a pause button. It's like I said that the first time we were doing the COVID quarantine. It's like, well, how do you just put a pause button on the economy? You can just okay, we need 3 weeks. Think, pause. Everybody you owe nobody nothing. Everybody chill. But it doesn't work that way. You can't. You just can't do it.
Can't.
But if you could, everybody's like, okay, we're gonna chill for 3 weeks, taking a holiday for 3 weeks. We're gonna start back we're right where we're at. People won't do it. People are greedy and they take advantage.
Yep.
Right?
I don't know. Yeah, we're not gonna. I'll tell you right now, we won't figure the answers out. I just want people to think. Just people to think. Be mindful.
I'd love people to think. Yes.
Just think and be mindful. Just think that. I know this has nothing to do with fitness and stuff today, but it's just things that I've been thinking about, in the last week. Just want people to think. And this is nothing. Don't. Well, you know who I am.
Yeah, I don't care.
If you.
I'll slap you if I need to.
Right. Doesn't matter your. In my mind, political beliefs, doesn't matter your religious beliefs, doesn't take all that away. Have your stuff. You know what I mean? And don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
I mean, honest to God, if your neighbor needs something and you have it, share.
Yeah.
If somebody needs help with something, lend a hand.
Yep.
Cut a tree. Pick something up. May I borrow this? Okay? You see somebody on the side of the road broke down? Stop.
Just stop. Yeah. You okay?
Do you
That's
need
it.
anything? No, I got AAA coming. I'm good to go.
If you got a phone, hell,
Yeah,
can I
and
call
then-
somebody for you? I mean, just
And that's it. Now, I understand that that's not feasible before y'all put stuff out there that, you know, I mean, you can't trust people. I get that. I do. What I'm saying is, as a society as a whole, if we all just had, you know,
more community.
4 little words that we all just got up every morning. What are you going to do today? Well, don't be an asshole. That's it.
Well, asshole's one word, right?
Yeah, don't be an asshole.
Okay.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Okay.
Yes, my brain said the 2 syllables and my finger went with it.
Okay.
I saw what I did.
Okay.
No,
yeah.
I was,
Okay, let's make sure.
Thanks for pointing it out, Dick.
Yeah. Trying to be decisive.
So that's my uneducated thoughts on that. If we
Well,
all got up every morning and just said,
Tip of the day. Just the tip.
"Don't be an asshole."
Don't be an asshole. Or know your community.
Yeah.
Like your community is like know your neighbors, like know your like running group, know your people at work.
Mhm.
You know, if we all did that, it would be much better in society. It's
Much better.
Because, you know, I know DC because he's my running group, he's my buddy. Okay. He doesn't live by me, but he's my community. So know your community.
I tell you what, the coolest thing for that's
Air
happened to me,
conditioning?
because of the
The COVID?
because of the COVID.
The COVID, yeah.
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 Like when I did my Merca 50K,
Bragger.
I had a 1.5 mile loop that I did through the neighborhood, and one of my loops, I actually picked up one of my neighbors, and I caught him taking his trash out, and he's like, "Hey," and I said, "Hey," and I said, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Nothing. I'm good on you for doing what you're doing," and I'm like, "Go put your shoes on. I'll be back in 20 minutes."
Mhm.
And I went and did a lap, and he had his shoes on when I came back, and we talked, and he did a 1.5 miles with me, and he's like, "I had no idea a 1.5 miles would do me like this," and I'm like, "Yeah."
High
But
five,
you got
man.
him out.
But I got
And
That's
he
awesome.
became part of the community.
Yes, he did.
Yes.
well, and the thing is because I was doing that all day, all those people, they're driving out, and I wave at them because they scoot over to the side. Everybody but Carl gives me a little bit of room.
Mothballs, that's for you.
Everybody muffled. A little bit of room where I
That's
can
a
run.
fucking
That
great
was
dig.
awesome. Yes.
Great dig.
Yeah.
And,
I hope
and I-
he is watching till the end today.
and I wave at them, and the thing is because of that, is now when I'm running, a lot of times they wave first. They're like, "Oh, hey, there he is. I don't know his name, but there's that running guy."
Mhm, yeah.
And I wave at them. I mean, they know my face.
Yes. But
And
see,
I
that
know
that
their
would
vehicles.
make like everybody needs to make a village, make a community. I mean,
Takes a village to raise an idiot, or no?
yes,
Is
you're
that it?
you're a village idiot. You're the village idiot. That's what they said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Well, you don't see me arguing.
Yeah.
And you don't see anybody else on Facebook arguing either. They're like, we see it.
There we go.
We see
Ding,
it.
ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, all the thumbs up. I'm watching right now to see if I start seeing the thumb. You're the village idiot. People are like, ba-ding, ba-ding, ba-ding.
Well, that's pretty good. I mean, that's a pretty good show. I mean,
Yeah.
not
yeah.
for having nothing on board. The show about nothing.
The show about nothing. But
we're-
some days that's what it is.
We're
We've
kinda
had
Seinfeld.
Yeah,
we're
we're
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld today, but we really didn't
Wait,
have based on
trademark.
no, yeah, based on the weeks. The week we've all had, and shit, the 3 months that you've had, it's been, extremely difficult and all that. But next week
Next week,
we need to.
we have a guest next week.
We're
We're working on a guest.
Trying to get a guest next week for an
Yeah,
interview.
yeah, we can-
I still need everybody's input though.
Yep.
Freight nipple play, yes or no?
Mm.
Yeah, it's a mood thing.
It's a mood thing.
It's a mood thing.
See, I'm a yes. I'm a full yes. This motherfucker, he is a hard no. hard no. So send us your thoughts. Nipple play, yes or no? Need your answers. So,
Cooper.
all right, next week we're going to discuss.
What are we going to discuss next week?
We have no idea.
No idea. We have a whole week to think, though.
Why don't we discuss stickers on coolers?
Hey,
Every trail runner has a cooler that tells a story.
Wow. Yeah.
And I think that we need to address that. Every cooler out here is covered
Well,
with
maybe
stickers.
we should have
and
a studio audience with different coolers.
we should. Everybody bring their cooler, and then we can kind of go through, and people can answer
It's
questions.
Father's
and-
Day next weekend, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're not going to do it next weekend.
We
Spend
might
the
have to
day
do
with
it-
family.
We might have to do it at the pool. We have a pool up here. You know that.
Can I bring my wife and daughter?
Yes. Can you? May you? Yes. You can. But you may, too.
I fucking hate you. He knew what I was talking about.
English teacher.
Yes. Yeah, married to an English teacher. So that has been beaten into your skull, hasn't it?
Mhm.
So, okay. All right.
Well-
Frank, any last words of wisdom for the people to carry with them throughout the week?
For the whole week. Second week of June. Second week of June. Yeah.
Don't be an asshole.
Amen.
That is worse.
I
to
don't
live
know who
by.
came up with that, but it is fucking phenomenal. It should be on a t-shirt. So,
Pretty sure
Mike,
it is.
Yes. Don't be an asshole. I agree. Yes.
yeah. Guys, I want everybody to have a good week and wake up every morning and remember that statement. Don't be an asshole this week. Okay. Love you. Miss you already.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.